Listeners, shut up. We're having fun. So by proxy, this is fun for you.
Shut
up.
We're always. It's the new name of this podcast. Shut up. We're having fun. With an underline on we're. We're always doing research on our guests. We want to make sure that we vet them, that we're getting respectable people on here, that they don't have any skeletons in their closet. We want to know where they live. So I got Jordan's home address. No, I'm not going to give it to you unless you Venmo me $5.
But yeah, come on over.
I am seeing that there is a Jack in the Box nearby, and I'm looking at some Google reviews. And Jordan, I don't know if you've had good experiences there, any experiences there, bad experiences there, but some people are complaining.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean the road that it's on is pretty prolific for having unhoused folks and people using drugs and whatnot, and they tend to frequent that location. But I mean, I'm there for gross tacos and a spicy chicken sandwich, so I don't really have high expectations on it. So it's fine for me. I'm not someone who would complain on Yelp about Jack in the Box. Okay.
You know who is Sierra Barrett from 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
And you'll excuse me. I'll try to keep this brief, but I got a wall of text in front of me, and I can't keep it to myself.
Let's hear it.
It starts with a little caveat here. Posting this from my partner's account. So I guess it's not Sierra Barrett. It's her loser boyfriend who was afraid to use his own account. So, or girlfriend. I don't know.
Yeah, it is Seattle after all.
You're right.
Yep. They say.
they do say.
They do say.
Gay area.
Yep. Super simple order of a spicy chicken munchie meal and a large order of jalapeno poppers. It's a good order. There was no one else in the drive-thru. Have been driving home for the past 6 hours and wanted an affordable fast dinner. That's not their fault. Got home to find an ultimate cheeseburger at the bottom of the bag. Certainly not what was on the receipt. Well, I'm sure it was in the bottom of the bag. No big deal, right?
Was in a bag.
Yeah, exactly. No big deal, right? I'll just call them to at least talk about the error. Not looking for freebies, just a call to figure out what went wrong. Too exhausted to want to drive all the way back. No answer. Call again? No answer. Jackie, where'd you go?
She left.
Okay. I know you don't like when I do the reviews, but...
It's her hand.
I'm here.
Jackie, hands up.
I'm laying down.
Now starting to get
Thank you.
a little pissed at the lack of decency as a business. Call again and again and again.
They're busy.
You are not busy. Clearly just not answering the phone. I think they are busy, actually.
Yeah, come on.
But correct me if I'm wrong, but do places still answer the phone?
No.
Like I feel like since COVID here, like no restaurant answers the phone even when they're not busy. That's just not how you contact. Like if they have an online ordering thing, you cannot call.
It's just all online. Yeah.
Well, I'll say there's nothing more disappointing than expecting a chicken sandwich with lettuce and tomato, and instead finding 2 burnt beef patties between a lousy excuse of a bun. What an embarrassment.
I like the ultimate cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Yeah, shut up.
This is lousy excuse of a bun. The chicken sandwich was going to be on the same bun. They go on though. I would have dealt with it fine if you had just answered the phone. Instead, you chose to not answer.
My ex-wife, am I right?
Grow a pair and answer the phone, Roberto. You're acting like a teenage girl going through her first breakup. If you don't like your job, you have a choice to not work there. Go work for any other business where you don't have to work directly with the public. I understand this is a jack in the crack. Mistakes happen. But not dealing with your mistakes is as childish as it gets. I'm not expecting 5-star service. but at the end of the transaction saying anything other than nothing and just closing the window and pretending to take an order over your headset when it's clear as day there were no headlights in the rearview mirror in direct sight of where the orders are placed? I hate to be rude, but you suck so immensely at running a business. Your shift lead title is a literal joke, just like you. Have a nice evening, and enjoy walking around knowing you couldn't fight your way out of the same brown paper bags you pedal lies in. Oh. Huh?
That's crazy.
I'll be back one day against all better judgment. And I hope I find you behind the counter so I can help you find some other line of work. Something more suited for your general lack of basic human decency.
What the hell?
It's just like some
All
kid.
this.
It's like,
Now that she's gone. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Can we get I mean, you're in the neighborhood, Jordan. What do you have to say about this?
I have a couple of things to say. Actually, first of all, the drive-through is like curved kind of, so like you wouldn't even be able to see the person ordering if you're at the fucking window. Like, duh. And second of all, anytime I've been there, like I go there maybe like once a month or so, maybe if that. Like, I don't go too often.
Sure.
When I go, it may not be busy like when I'm there, but like cars start coming, you know? And also I've heard the phone ring before, and it just rings and rings and rings.
so that part we can confirm.
Yeah.
You don't call it Jack.
You don't.
That sucks. Also, like, I have also worked customer service forever too, so like that just is very upsetting to me in every facet of everything. Like, Jesus.
That is so crazy to me. Like,
They used his
employees
name.
at Jack in the Box are checking the fucking Google reviews. You know, like
Jack's gonna freak out.
And I'm not going to read any more, but there are 1,069 more reviews of this
Oh my
Jack in the
God.
Box on
Ooh.
Google.
Maybe you should tackle one every week. Just
Yeah.
the Jack in the
That's a
Box
good
by
idea.
Jordan's House review of the week. And I won't
would.
even be on the show or anything.
And you could be on. Yeah, I could just read them and get your reaction and be like, yeah, that's wild. I don't know.
That's crazy.
plus any true fast food lover enjoys a situation where you go to a chain and things do not go as they're supposed to because
Yeah.
it's weird. It's like stepping into a parallel dimension. It's fun. There's this Wendy's in Escanaba. Jordan is a town near us that kind of sounds like your last name a little bit.
Look at this. More synchronicity here.
Mhm.
We're
Similar
synced
name.
up.
Um,
And it's always been just the most horrible like
Yeah.
Wendy's location I've ever been to, but I always make a point to go because it's crazy. You don't get the right food if you get food at all. I remember I was there with when me and my girlfriend were like 15, we went there and like the manager hit on my girlfriend, made her feel very uncomfortable.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a wild place, but you go there because it's weird. It's fun.
Yeah.
I love it because sometimes it'll pay off. Like, I went to the Taco Bell that I live near, which probably has crazier reviews, I would assume. But I went there all the time after like 2:00 in the morning because it's 24 hours, and would never get what I ordered ever. And then finally one night at like 3 a.m., I got so much food because I was stoned out of my gourd, and they just gave me the bag, closed the window, and did not ask me to pay for it. So I just drove off with
That's
like
cool.
$25 of free Taco Bell. And so
Hell
that
yeah.
was the karma. That was it paying off in the end.
That's what I was going to say to this Sierra Barrett's husband or whatever is take the L this
By the
time.
way,
Yeah.
yeah, here's my other take on that. Sorry to interrupt.
No.
That is Sierra making that review.
Oh,
Pretending
yeah.
Yeah.
Throwing her
pretending those, like,
doofus boyfriend under the bus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cold.
100%.